So Holly Hill is one of the smaller schools in the district in terms of like footprint. We service 400 students total. And I will say it's an older building, but we do have a lot of perks, a lot of positives. Our facilities team works their tail off and make it look real good. So one of the challenges you run into is as you plan ahead and think about what individual students' needs are and want to have them have the best possible, most equitable learning experience, they need different equipment, they need different toys, they need different materials and things like that the traditional cabinets in your classroom aren't going to hold. So what we're running into now is with the influx or just adding preschool and having special ed programs here is a lot of those students have unique needs as it relates to like occupational therapy, physical therapy, speech, and those related service staff. They need a space to work, right? They need an office, they need a space to meet with students. Now we get really creative and use like our library here, where we're in right now, where we'll use attached offices, which were used for a different purpose, maybe 15, 20 years ago. Or we have to get creative with our scheduling and say, well, if so-and-so is gonna be here 3 days a week, we'll make sure this other individual is here opposite days. So they actually use the same space, but they're not there at the same time. We have to get creative as well. Like we'll use the common areas, we'll use the cafeteria for certain services, we'll use the library here, pull a desk out into the hallway to do a quick little lesson. It's all part of what we do to leverage just unique resources and spaces throughout the day. Now, in terms of the condition of the facility and updating that, there are pieces of the puzzle that a lot of other schools deal with. We don't have a central air handler in terms of HVAC and for air conditioning. So a lot of the older classrooms have window units outside. The heat, while older, is functional and does work. But in terms of providing air conditioning, those come down to like the window units in each classroom, with the exception of the newer wing, which was built in the mid-90s. So enhancing that angle of it would probably help. And then there are some areas of the building where you'll see like from the settling over the years, floor cracking, tiles cracking, things like that. I could see where it's easy to look at a space like a library and say, well, they can do OT or PT here, or they can have a speech lesson here. We have great staff. They work their tails off. They do a great job with kids. I don't doubt that that's effective, but you're never going to know what deeper impact or how more effective that lesson or that session would be with a related service person in an appropriate space. I think as well, in order to make that more efficient and have the deeper impact, having an appropriate space to them would be helpful.